Hello everyone. Have you ever played a game and thought to yourself, I want to experience this game to its full potential? Well, I felt the same way with Resident Evil 2, so I decided to beat the game without taking any damage. This video is gonna be about how I achieved my run. This is gonna be on hardcore difficulty, and let's get right into it. So I started off by shooting the zombie in the leg, running past it. I grabbed the key and opened the doors. And I escaped the gas station, which completed the first segment of my split. I pull down the lever to open the gate. Then I go and try to help the survivor, but unfortunately he doesn't make it. I make my way back to Marvin, but I get interrupted by these two zombies. I acquire the knife from Marvin and use it to cut the power box. I get the extra inventory space from West Office and a speed reloader for the starting pistol. I go up the stairs and I take care of the two zombies. And I grab the blue key. I go back into the library, take care of the other two zombies, and take another key item. I go to the right side of the second floor and I take an extended mag. I go into the statue room, take the key card, and solve the statue puzzle. This gives me a rare gem, which I'll use in the future. I make my way down the stairs, take the bolt cutters, and some other key items, like the fuse, which I use to open the gate. I make my way to the bomb. And I also visit the armory, and I grab the grenade launcher and some handgun ammo. Then I make my way to the second floor and I shut off the steaming pipe. Then I go take the battery for the bomb and some other items like a flashbang and some fire rounds. I go take care of the dog. I accidentally insult him, which leads to him just giving up and dying. I go grab my first medallion and don't mind my horrible puzzle solving skills. I go back to the library, place the bomb, wait for it to explode, and I go grab the second piece of the medallion. This is where I find another liquor. I take care of it. I go back to the library, take a knife, and back to the grand hall to get the third medallion. After inserting all three medallions, I make my way down, and this is where I'm gonna start the G1 boss fight. I'm gonna explain the G fight a bit, what I'm doing. So I use the knife that I took from the library, since I'm playing on 120 FPS. the knife does a bit more damage, since the knife damage is tied to your FPS. I let the boss grab me. You can't do that in a hitless run, but it is allowed in a damageless run. Then I just keep running around and shooting him in the eye, and that's pretty much the whole fight. I go back into the parking garage. I go over to get the car key and go take care of the liquors. I bait out the second one and I just get past him. I don't kill this one. And go get the key. I go up to the car, use the car key, and get a new weapon. Then I make my way into the power control room, take an upgrade for the grenade launcher, and pull down on the power. Then I take the elevator up. I go into the chief's office, get the hard key, and make my way into the other room and pick up the cog. I also pick up my first power part. Then I make my way down the stairs and I pick up a box. I go onto the balcony and kill the first zombie. Then I turn on the water and go meet John Cena, aka Mr. X. Then I get scared by him, run away, wait for him to follow me up. And what I'm doing here is a ladder juke. So you wait for him to come up the ladder. Then you go behind him. And you have enough time to go down the ladder and he cannot damage you. I make my way to the first floor, pick up the tool, and I pick up a grenade that I will use later. I go back to the computer. I take the SMG. And I make my way back to the library. I use the tool. And I move the bookshelves. Then I make my way into the clock tower. Solve the puzzle. And take another electronic part. And once again I have to solve another puzzle. And I switch into Sherry. I solve yet another puzzle. This is the hardest puzzle in the game for me, so it took quite a while. Then I run away from Chief Irons, hide away. I cut a lot of footage from this part, because it's pretty boring. I take the keys and make my way back. Then I switch to Claire, Make my way back into the parking garage, run away from Mr. X, and I use that grenade that I picked up near the tool. Then I make my way back to the orphanage. And with that I go into the sewers, take care of the zombies. I almost got grabbed here. I finish off the zombie, take some extra SMG ammo. I go and pick up a T-handle, open another safe, and grab the reinforced frame. Take care of the zombies down the stairs. Pull down on the lever for later. I go grab the keys. Make my way through the sewers, avoiding this G-adult. I open these doors using the T-handle. Take care of some more zombies. I sped this part a bit because it took quite a while to kill them. Then I loot all the rooms. Finish off a zombie. Discard the key. Take the chest piece. Then I make my way back to the place where I got the keys. Here I'll have to kill 2 G-adults. It's not necessary, you can run past them, but it's way riskier than just killing them. So I use 1 flame round and some magnum bullet. That's why I picked up the reinforced frame. I just run past the 3rd G-adult and go on to do the puzzle. I take the spark plug gun. Then I finish doing the puzzle. The only reason I picked up the spark plug gun is to make it easier to go back without getting hit by G-adults. Since you can one-shot them, and if you have bad aim like me, sometimes it's gonna take quite a few shots. I take care of the first G-adult. If you shoot them in the eye, it only takes 1 shot. Just be careful because this gun doesn't have a very long range. Now this G adult is a bit harder to hit because he moves. He's not quick, but you might miss a shot. Then I make my way back to the chess piece puzzle room. And I go into the G2 fight. So a quick explanation of what I'm doing is I'm going near the door to activate the boss. Then I go into this spot, because the boss can damage you in this spot. You can also shoot him to speed up the process. Once he starts beating on the doors, that's when the fight actually starts. So what I do is I go to this corner and just keep running into that spot. Then I wait around him. Basically what I'm doing here is I'm breaking the AI and I'm making it repeat the same move over and over again. Then I shoot the eye. I keep repeating this until he's at about 50% health. This usually takes around 150 SMG ammo or a few spark shots and some more SMG rounds. It depends on what you have when you come into the fight. So I just keep training him like that. Once he does that, you can just run past him on the last move. And you can do this as much as you want. But the only possible way to actually kill the boss is to use the container. And you're gonna see that I'm gonna do that in just a second. So yeah, my spark plugs ended, so I'm just using some SMG ammo. I trail him back to this spot. There wasn't enough room to get past, so I just repeated it once again. And this is when I bait him closer to the arena. So what I like to do is get him about halfway there and then make him do this move one last time. And then I run towards the container. This wins me a few more seconds. So I go and click the button. I also take the flashbang. I shoot him with one flame round. Then I flash him. Go to the other side of the arena. And I flash him again once he's not stunned anymore. I wait till he's about halfway through the arena. Here I misclicked by accident. I was holding out a flashbang just in case he is not stunned for long enough. And I wasted 2 flashbangs. Then I take Sherry. Get to the cab. And go into the lab. I make my way through the first section and take the electronic chip. Then I unlock the level 2 bridge. and I go into the level 2 sector. Then I solve this puzzle. I enter both of the codes at the same time. Then I take the vial. I go to the room on the left. I mix up the solution. And in this room I take the grenade as well. Then I go down the hatch, take care of these zombies. Then I take care of these two lickers. What I do is I get one of them, I take them back, and I just slowly kill them with flame rounds. You can get like very bad RNG in this part, since I lost my previous run here. The second licker just jumped when I tried to catch the first one. But it only happened to me once out of like 30 runs, I would say. Then I go to take the tool for enabling the power. I go get the power back on, and I go freeze the vial that I obtained. Then I go back to the place where I got the vial and spray the solution. Then I go take the level 3 chip, take care of these IVs. I like to use flame rounds, but you can use acid rounds as well. Then I open the bridge for level 3. Then I turn on the power. And I craft as many acid rounds as I can. And I go into the G3 boss fight. So a little explanation about what I'm doing in this boss fight. I came in with about 33 acid rounds, I believe. And I just keep repeatedly stunning the boss. If you shoot too early, or if he's in an animation already, he doesn't stun, as you just saw. But I just keep repeating this. And once he's in phase 3, otherwise known as transitioning, I use SMG rounds. Once he starts moving again, after he throws the panel on the floor, I keep spraying him with acid rounds. And that's how I'm gonna finish the fight. You can use SMG ammo, just like I did. And after a long fight, one last acid round takes care of it. And at this point, the game is basically over. There is only one boss fight left and one running section. So I obtained the level 4 electronic chip. I make my way to the main elevator. I wait for Sherry. I run past the IV enemies. And once I go down the ladder, I have to fight another 2 IVs. And this is a mandatory fight. There's plenty of strategies on how to fight them safely, but what I like to do is, if I have any flame or acid rounds, I just wait at the door and shoot them from a distance. One bullet takes care of them. They do revive, so you need to keep your focus. But if they revive, just shoot them again, and they're going to fall down after like a second or two. So after killing them, I proceed to the G4 fight. I put everything I have back into the box, and then I take out all my grenades. Then I take the spark plug, and I go turn on the power. After putting it in, I take the minigun. And the boss fight itself is very simple. I'm going to explain it real quick. So, the most important thing for this boss fight is to keep running. You shouldn't stop unless he's on the other side of the train. But usually if he's on the other side of the train, that means he's going to climb up the wall real quick. And you don't really want that. You can throw a grenade and that pushes him off the wall. So once he starts climbing like that, you just run around. Try to stick as close to the train because sometimes he slides off. So what I do is I just run around, shoot him with the minigun, use my grenades. Grenades instantly pop all of his eyes, and that's what you need to do to beat him. Because he has infinite health, the only way to beat him is to destroy all of the eyes a few times in a row. So yeah, I keep doing this until he's dead, and that's the run. So once he starts crawling on the ground like that, that means that the boss fight is over and you can just run around. Thanks for watching the video. This was my first video, so I would appreciate any tips. Also, if you would like to see more content, the next video is gonna be a extensive tutorial on how to do a Damageless run on Claire's side or Resident Evil 2. I'll probably be posting mostly Resident Evil, Souls games, and Devil May Cry type of content. So if you would like to see more of that, please drop a like and a subscribe if you can. And thanks again for watching. See you guys next time.